the bizarre meaning of the name of the woman who received prophetic messages from a creature known as Seven. These messages were delivered in binary code and the ancient Sumerian language, and urges us to heed its warning. The name of the woman is Cassiopeia, Cassiopeia 7. The name Cassie has multiple meanings, including shining over man and prophetess. In Sumerian, shining is a blinding light. Lu, light bright shining, treachery, lies, and deceit. Shining over man can mean the deceiving over man. Let's see what the name Cassiopeia reveals. The name Cassie comes from the Greek word Cassandra, which means shining over man, or she who entangles men. In the Christian context, the name Cassandra means helper of mankind. Cassiopeia is the mother of Andromeda. Andromeda's name can mean ruler of men, hinting at her power, and indeed, she can be seen as the good sister of the monstrous female. Andromeda, an Ethiopian princess rescued from a monster by her future husband, Perseus, meaning belonging to Zeus. Keep that in mind. As a constellation, it forms a triangulum, a triangle, and is directly south of Cassiopeia, between Pegasus and Perseus. Who is between Pegasus and Perseus? The god Zeus. Apparently, there's no connection, although, when the Anunnaki were placed into the heavens, they were known as wild horses, and the wings represent the curse of sin, Zu. Perseus means belonging to Zeus, Perseus meaning the destroyer. The female version of Perseus, Persephone, was the queen of the underworld, from where we receive the messages from Seven. From the Greek pertho, meaning to destroy, Persephone was brought into Greece and is the wife of Hades. A merger with one and the other to become Pan, the All. And Pegasus symbolizes freedom and aspiration from God. Freedom from God. Pegasus also symbolizing the ability to rise above earthly limitations and soar towards the divine. The story of Pegasus implies that it is somewhat a god of springs. The Anunnaki are known as wild horses, and the wings represent the curse of Zu, the first sacrifice of horses, and also a Scythian tradition, was attributed to Odin, and his oldest name is not Tyre, but Zu. Zu referring to a soul. The Zid from Sumerian, no different from the winged bull or lion. It is connected, attached to. Attached to, in Jewish mythology, a dibuch from debach, Yes, give me the book from the back. Are you sure? Because the book from the back means adhere or cling. Remember, Z is the spirit or soul. The book from the back is a malachaious, a malicious spirit, and it is only believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person. It supposedly leaves the host body once it has accomplished its goal. Ah, bitter oppression, death and slaughter. Marduk, formerly Merodach. So it is bound as Aru, another name of Marduk, sometimes after being a shipud, meaning exorcised. And it was Azaruladu who introduced the patient to Ea, meaning the father and offspring of Teos, the Abzu. Here, people were possessed by the Udug Hull. It is the antagonist. And here, we learn that it does not stand proudly, and that it is not a god. That is why Udug Hull means demonic, pitfall, and evil. Not standing proudly would refer to being supported by another, for example, like a parasite. Dibuk comes from the Hebrew word dibuk, here meaning a case of attachment, and is derived from debak, meaning to adhere, to cling. And what else do we find in Pegasus? In Latin, pega can mean the act of sticking, and the Latin zus, oh my, it means pig. This may be a reference to demons being cast into a pig, who, shall we say, are stuck in the mud. And oddly enough, Andromeda is also a bog rose Mary, especially marsh Andromeda, the common bog rosemary, where Marduk built Babylon, from which the gods once demons flourished. In Hebrew, Marah can either mean Mary or Merodach, the mystic rose of Mary, alternatively of evil Merodach. Where roses flourish, children do not. Remember, the messages from 7 are mirrored. So I mirrored Andromeda, which would be Adem Mordna, Adam, and this is Adam. Adam means earth, Adam, cognate with sin, Lord Zu, and his 7 Abkalu, the wise men, and their 7 monstrous alter egos, the good brothers of the monstrous brothers, Adem meaning earth, red man, and made of earth. The Anunnaki idols were made of red clay, and were later worshipped as ancestral statues. Adam Ordna, to order. I was wondering if there was an order of Adam, and the order of Adam is his lineage. Sin Zu is a demon who ascended from Sumerian heaven. In 1 Corinthians, we are told of the difference between Adam and Adam. I must remind you that the creature 7 is a possessing spirit, Alpha and Omega. The scripture says, the first man, Adam, was created a living being, but the last Adam is the life-giving spirit, synonymous with the God of immortality. it is not the spiritual that comes first, but the physical, and then the spiritual, because the demon needs a vessel. The first Adam made of clay came from earth. The second Adam came from heaven. Heaven is An, and red clay is Zu. In Sumerian, Ad-Am means to be lame, to be a cripple, disabled, injured, mutilated, maimed, incapacitated. In the story of Lugalbanda, who was granted divine powers by the Anzu bird, after he was left for dead, injured in a mountain cave, granted divine powers by the god Sin, An-Zu, the wisdom or clay of heaven. The wisdom of heaven is a god, from gods once demons. And the reason Lugalbanda is also known as Zu, also meaning red clay, is because Zu, red clay, is a cursed form. Ordna, to order, arrange, lay on, cater, marshal, array, dispose, do, fix. To order, fix, or dispose the position or function of the red man. Zu meaning mirror. From Seven's perspective, Zeus is Suez. From your perspective, Suez is Zeus. From my perspective, there is no difference. It is the same forwards as back. The constellation Andromeda holds the symbol of Sen, Suen, Suez, in Hebrew, Sin or Aku, the servants of the moon god, a term synonymous with Adam Ordna and the order of Adam. The symbol is a W, identifying the symbol of Sin, 3 branches, flames or teeth. Quite rightfully, Sin in Greek, the rebel god, is Sigma. In Hebrew, Sin is the 21st letter, 777. In Greek, Sigma is the 18th letter, which would be 666. In astronomy, Sigma is the 18th star and is known as Sigma Octantis, a written work that contains 8 different variants or interpretations. Remember what I said long ago about the Sumerian seal? I remember saying we'd meet the devil at the crossroads. And here we are. It is the Sumerian seal. An ordna, an array, the Sumerian god seal, which also serves as an Adam ordna, a lunar cycle. When the woman spoke to the creature, it stated, save 7, save an 7, meaning the creature, the one creature, identifies itself as 7. And it would appear that Cassie is the one who needs saving. The reason she needs saving is the language and mythology surrounding Cassiopeia, Andromeda, and Cepheus. Cassiopeia, the mother of the ruler of men. Andromeda is our closest galactic neighbor, named after a mythical princess who was saved from the Kraken by her prince Perseus, the destroyer, belonging to Zeus. She is known as the Chained Lady, or the Chained Woman in English, the good sister of the monstrous female. Don't forget, the word Ouija means good luck. In the mythology, Andromeda is the daughter of Cassiopeia and Cepheus, the king and queen of Ethiopia, Zeus's brother Poseidon is the god of the sea, who sent a monster to punish the queen for her arrogance. In the story, Perseus rescues Andromeda from the monster and marries her. How very fitting to the world of demonic possession. The name Cepheus is cognate with Kia. In Greek, Kia is cognate with the Sumerian Lu, Dib and Dab. It means to grasp or to seize, cognate with Sumerian light, bright, shining, treachery, lies, and deceit. The word Cepheus has connotations of authority, strength, and the ability to influence, and symbolizes the act of possessing or taking control of something. The term the devil's bride would be very fitting. Now would be the perfect time to reveal that which is hidden from others. Anunnaki was a euphoric, an overjoyed form of worship, characteristic of some mystery cults. In the Deverny Papyrus, a new translation, published by the University of Chicago by Richard Janko, in which it stated what I've been saying all along. It is the entity of many names and many faces. It is a jealous god. In the Deverny Papyrus, W.K.C. Guthrie wrote, Heraclitus was not hostile to initiations and Dionysiac orgia as such, but deplored the fact that they were carried out without any understanding of their true significance. The papyrus claims that the ordinary person, even when initiated, does not understand. He does not know, for instance, that all the different gods that are worshipped are one, namely Zeus, who is also the god of the air and permeates all creation. Or again, they do not know that evil spirits and the Furies are vengeful souls. In line with Cepheus, the act of taking control of something, the act of possession.